Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to take you through month 2 of the renovations. I think it's just a little bit over month 2. Can't lie to you guys, it's probably about a week over, but nothing's actually happened at the house. I just haven't had time to come over here and actually show you guys what we've been getting up to. So if you are new to my channel and you haven't watched my previous videos on the house, we bought a beautiful do-rapper, but we actually spent every single penny buying the property, and so we're gonna have to save to really properly go through and renovate it how we want to. But we're doing this phase 1, which is just getting it into a livable state, and we're doing all of that ourselves. We have absolutely no experience apart from family members who are helping. We are not in the trades. We both work in an office on a laptop, so it's not something that we know a lot of. We are just learning from scratch and doing our best. But we know that at some point, so after we can actually live in the property, we are going to work from the top down, and at some point a lot of the stuff, most of the stuff that we're doing down here is going to be changed. So for example, I'm going to show you a kitchen today. That kitchen is going to be ripped out and extended, so we know that what we're doing isn't in the long term, and it's just pretty temporary. So that gives you a little bit of an insight into why we're doing what we're doing. We're buying most of our stuff second-hand. In fact, nearly all of it, our kitchen, all of our bathroom pieces are second-hand. So I don't think we've bought anything new yet for the property. And I've been so pleasantly surprised with what you can pick up and the quality of things. So it's made me think about in the future, when we actually do it, that probably we don't need to spend what I was thinking we need to spend. But anyway, let's get into month 2. So month 2, where do I start? Month 2 probably for me was the hardest month. We achieved so much, especially when you think that we're only doing this work at the weekends. We are working away Monday to Friday, so that's 8 days. It's next to nothing. I'll need to take up a few days this month to help bring things along, but really it's not a lot of time. The days have been long and hard, and I think that's the most challenging thing, is that they are so full on when we're here and we are trying to get so much done. But I think the real reason that I didn't enjoy month 2 is because it was noisy and dusty and just like a building site, and everything was looking worse rather than better. And though I don't mind doing specific things like painting, and I've done a bit of tiling and other bits, that kind of work, like sanding, I really don't like, I really don't enjoy. So yeah, it wasn't a month that I personally enjoyed. I don't think that Ollie enjoyed it much more, but we're certainly learning what we don't mind doing in the house renovation and what we really don't want to do in the future. We also had, I think it was 2 major setbacks this month, which really were such a pain. 2 of them which we weren't expecting. Of course we knew that it was going to come up, but it just timing wise was not great. Our first kind of disaster started in the hallway. So this month a lot happened in the hallway that you may not be able to see, and you saw a sneak peek in my what I do in a day renovation. We decided to take down all of the wallpaper. We have started taking away all of the gloss, which we are just doing bit by bit. So that kind of gets left, it just gets left till the end of the day if we want to do half an hour. But our biggest thing, and one of the major things for this month throughout the whole of the downstairs, we just focused on the downstairs this month, was to get all the floors sanded and get those looking nice. So we ripped up the carpet through the stairs, and the stairs were looking really good underneath. And then we came to ripping up the carpet in the hallway, and this happened.
We are reclaiming floorboards.
Floorboards. We had a disaster yesterday, didn't we? And we don't have floorboards in our hallway in this big chunk, and also a chunk over there, which I will show you, which was such a shame because we were hoping to sand it. As you can see, we've got borrowed the sander, loaned it, and we had nothing to sand. So yeah, we're pinching them from the upstairs room where we will carpet one day and won't need them, so it will run right on into the kitchen is the plan. And we've been chucking them out the window, carefully chucking them out the window to get them down because they're quite long. The floor is down. It made it like a complete mess at the moment because we have literally just started sanding it, and you can see all of the sawdust that's coming up. If I'm rustling, it's because I'm currently in this and got a little baby Ribena. We have spent hours, days on this flooring, just making sure it's all buttered up and neat, and it runs all the way through the living room, the hallway, and now down to the kitchen. But we've had to do lots of repair jobs because we're not repairing right to the side because cabinets will be here, but we need to put a little strip in here because obviously they were quite gappy because they were original ones. We had loads of little bits over here which Gramps sorted out for us, and it's looking amazing, but my gosh, it has taken so much longer than we thought it would. So that was pretty much the major thing that happened in the hallway this month, apart from still deglossing and doing other bits, but it does look that little bit better. You guys probably can't tell, but the smell of it just smells so much better having got rid of everything. So let me turn you around and show you what it looks like. So we still need to neaten up the edges and finish off some of these bits just by hand, but the flooring is looking so good going all the way through now. I can't wait to clean it and sand it. The other thing that we started to do is think about paints for out here, and you can see a lot of the gloss has started to go, and we're going to be sanding these down, just making them look really lovely. The stairs has also had quite a little bit of work, though you probably can't tell. These were white gloss and they're pretty much all off now on the side too. A lot of little jobs have happened as well. We had a lead having to come over here because we didn't have a point over here for our internet. That's all been done. We are actually going to move that one down there, and I've decided what we're going to do with this cupboard. I just need to find a carpenter, and to be honest, in my area I'm finding that really hard. None of them are getting back to me at the moment. And then as you can see, most of the gloss is off of the side of the stairs too. And the other little thing with the hallway is that we have ripped out, I'm not sure how much I showed you guys of this cupboard, but we ripped out all of the boarding that was in it. There was this really dark paneling, and it now has a socket and also plumbing, because we've got our dishwasher here for the moment. Our old dishwasher, we're getting a new integrated one, but the washing machine is going to go here, so that's now been plumbed in. And obviously we're going to do something much prettier with this space at some point. And then the most time consuming, I pretty much would call this one a disaster this month, is that we had a leak. I expected that we would get something at some point, but I didn't expect that we'd get it in a month too. We knew that at some point it was the top bay window roof, and that had leaked at some point in time, but it had just in the last few years been redone, so we were hoping that it would last at least another year until we got it redone ourselves, but it lasted like 2 months. I was like, are you serious? And it definitely wasn't there when we bought the property, so really quite frustrating. And it's the peskiest leak ever, because we know that it's coming from that roof, but we can't quite figure out whether it is the pointing or the top of the roof. We have temporarily fixed the problem, but it is just temporary, and it definitely took up a lot of time and energy this month, especially because every time that we were here, you can just hear it dripping into the bucket. And it obviously in February in the UK it rains a lot. But as far as the living room, I can show you, but not a lot has happened. Obviously, so you saw a little peek at the flooring, which runs throughout here, and we have had the lime plaster done, which you saw in my other video, which just looks so good now, and thankfully it's dried out from the link, so it won't be affecting our lime plaster down here. And I can't help but feel like with the living room, it's kind of nearly there, as in once we paint it and we get furniture in, it won't look that bad. The floor's looking really good. Again, they need just a little bit of sanding. The walls that have been freshly lime plastered look amazing, and you can see the leak is drying up there, and that patch has been fixed. The windows did take a little bit of time because these actually didn't open. They had a lock, not this lock here, but they all have a separate lock on the side here. That's like a little screw lock. I can't quite explain it, let me show you. So on the side here they have these, and Gramps had to undo every single window, and then he made this key for them, which is super clever. He is such an amazing chap. He has been a lifesaver for so many of our things. But yeah, so now we can open all of our windows and lock them. And I had my birthday just the other day, so that's why we had like a little tea party, and I've got my cards up there. We went to Neptune, and I fell in love with a dark living room, and I so want to go dark, but I'm not sure that we will right now. We've got so much going on, basically we would like to have a dado rail, but we have these kind of corners on the sides, and we're not quite sure. We think that a dado rail would have been there once, but we're not sure how we would put one over there. So we've just thought for now we will go for a light colour and go dark within the next kind of year or so, when we can figure out what we want to do with the actual detailing in the room. And then we move on to the kitchen, which has been the lifesaver this month. It is the room that has changed the most, the room that has gone very swimmingly. We bought a secondhand kitchen off of eBay, which some of you will know from my other videos, and I am so glad. I was so worried that it wouldn't go in, but it started to go in, so I'll insert all of the footage that I have now from the kitchen. The kitchen's coming out! Slowly but surely. It looks an absolute tip at the moment. We have started taking the wallpaper down over here and here, which is a total disaster thing, because you can see these tiles. The freezer is out and in the car. We've just moved the fridge here for a second. Yeah, this is an exciting day. Top cabinets are down and we have some very retro, this is very in right now, wallpaper at the back, along with some flowers, and that is how dirty it is. I mean, just look at my gloves, it's filthy. What next?
Get these bits off and then do the bottom bits.
Bottom bits, tiles, and we still need to clean up all of our stuff. I'm really hoping the motto, it's got to get worse to get better, is true in here. So the flooring is totally up, which is amazing. It actually looks way bigger without the green flooring down. I'm hoping that I can move some of these floorboards to get some really nice ones in the middle, swap them out for some which are under the cupboards that are better, and then we're going to sand in here and keep it as this. So yeah, the wallpaper has started to come down. Ceiling and lights still need to be done, but it's looking kind of better in a way. It feels weirdly fresher. This we're hoping to take out tomorrow. Look how bright this kitchen is looking. Sorry if you can hear, I've got the fan heater on, so if you can hear something, this looks like a total disaster zone. But the ceiling has been painted and the walls have also been painted. This is just prepped at the moment, so obviously we're going to be painting it a different colour. I'm not sure what to do with these tiles at the moment, whether to keep them or not. Obviously we got rid of them from the rest of the kitchen, but I kind of, I don't know, it's like a love-hate. They really need to be cleaned up. I feel like they've come up a lot whiter, but I'm thinking maybe we'll keep them for now and then I'll see how they go, see how we live with them. Just look how different this room is looking today. I'm going to paint it in strong white, so it probably won't look that different, but hopefully it'll look much less dark. Today was a good day. We got the kitchen lights up and they look so good, and as you may have noticed, we've also started to position hopefully where the kitchen's going to go. It doesn't look like much now, but the fridge freezer is in with the 2 branchy units, and then we're going to have hopefully like a little coffee station over here, tea coffee station, a breakfast bar which is going to have actually a piece of wood that goes right into the shelving, and then shelving up there which you won't be able to access very easily, but it'll be for stuff that we don't need. And then over this side, we will have corner unit, drawers, pull-out, sink, and dishwasher. Day 2 of the kitchen going in, and actually it's looking way better than I thought it would. We're having to cut, Gramps is very kindly cutting some of the cabinets for us so that they fit perfectly. So for example, we've made this little unit at the end, which is actually going to be some shelving as you look at it this way, so maybe some cookbooks or something. And then from the front, it's just going to be the same as the door fronts, but it's obviously not going to be a door. Then our sink, dishwasher is going to go in there. We need to sort that this week. Drawers, corner unit. Then we've got a little one in here, which is pretty much just going to be hiding that tap, but obviously some more storage, and another one there. So that's kind of an overview of that side. And then over on the other side, not a huge amount has happened. We decided to go for this little like coffee, tea, corner nook. So it's gonna have another 2, it's gonna have a little cupboard in there, and then one there, which the 2 little cupboards we are actually making, not that you can see, but this was a corner unit that we're not using, so we're using this part of it, and you can see kind of here. So we're taking this section where that door is and slotting them into the little spaces, so it works kind of perfectly. Yeah, so tea, coffee unit, it meant that we could perfectly use some of the pieces of granite. We are going to have to get them cut, some of them, but not as much. And then we've obviously got our pantry drawers, which I'm so excited about. These are going to be so good once they're in. And very kindly, the fridge freezer from mum and dad. Oh my gosh, I mean, our fridge is definitely not desirable with the stuff in it, but I love this fridge freezer. And then another pantry, and then the idea is that we have a breakfast bar. If you guys remember, these used to be the shelves. So we're gonna put some more shelves back in, build them in really neatly, hopefully have some light strips going down the back of them, and then we're gonna have a probably 2-seater breakfast bar that runs right the way from here all the way into that cupboard. Sorry, just stepping on those pieces. And then this bit here will just be neatened off and tidied. So you won't be able to access those very easily. That will be more for decoration than actual purpose, but to be honest, we have plenty of space in here. Oh, and top, we have a corner unit at the top going there, and then another little unit there, and we still have around here this huge, so that was on the wall, and we may be able to, I'm not sure yet. I don't want to cluster the space. We could cut it and put some bits there, or cut it and put some bits there, but I'm not sure of that at the moment, because I'm quite liking it quite open, and obviously we're going to have them up here. Oh, and the lights went up, which was so exciting. They are perfectly in the middle of the room, but they don't look at it at the moment. I absolutely love them, and we are going to go for this kind of dark detail with the rest of the kitchen. I've seen a Neptune kitchen, which I'll try and put a picture of in here, which is pretty much exactly the same. It's got the oak as we do, and then light cupboards. So I'm going to paint the cupboards the same as I have done the walls, like they have in their picture, and just ignore over here. I was thinking of the colour of the trend, but I'm not going to. And the tiles, the poor tiles. I was going to keep them. I cleaned them up. I kind of like them. I love them next to the Ray-Ban, but generally in the whole kind of kitchen, I think they're going to go, if I stand back and show you, I think I'd like something, oh, I'm not sure actually, they're quite pretty. I was going to say I'm just going to get a glazed boring tile, but we'll see when the rest of the kitchen's in. And that's pretty much where the kitchen is still today. Definitely the most happened, so just to run through, it got totally stripped, the wallpaper came out. We did get the ceiling plastered, but we managed to. I don't know how we did it, but that was a hard job. We worked on those walls ourselves for so long. We did our own kind of skim coat, sanded them, skin coat, sanded them, skin coat, and washed and sanded, and it was a long process, but I can't believe how good the walls look considering how much money we saved on plastering. And then it was on to the back part of the house, the hallway, the bathroom and the back bedroom, and a lot did happen back there. I'll insert any footage that I have whilst I'm talking through it, and I will show you what it's looking like now. The bathroom is looking a bit of a disaster. Here is the frame for the shower. The shower is actually really quite big, but we've got the drain going in there, which Grant has done an amazing job of. So the shower tray should be able to go in soon. This morning we are doing the ceiling, and I thought I'd show you guys this in this video because it seems to be working well.
Working really well.
Yeah, Ollie did the ceiling here, which I'll show you in the hallway. So all of this ceiling used to look like, let me show you in the kitchen. Actually, it's a lot more speckled than the one in the kitchen, I feel. But it's basically a pattern. This was a pattern swell. And we've done like our own, what would you call it? Skim coat?
Yeah.
Plaster skim coat. And we did one layer in here yesterday. And we're doing the second layer today. I've just started, so I am on the roller, I'm rollering it up. And then Ollie is hopefully scraping it nice and smooth so that we get a lovely, fresh, smooth ceiling. Sorry that it's a little bit hard to see because we have part of the kitchen and ladders and just storing stuff is pretty difficult. But as you can see, all of the flooring is up, ready for the other flooring to go down. All of the terrible gloss everywhere is gone apart from that little bit there. And the bathroom has made so much progress. We don't actually have a light in here at the moment, so I can't show you. Every time I see this, I think that it's a spider as I glance past. But as you can see, it has been painted white all the way inside. All of these walls have been neatened again. The ceiling has been skimmed by ourselves, and as you can see, the shower is in and tiled. I'm so glad the tiling went okay. We picked up again these tiles from Gumtree. They were pretty much free, and then the electric shower is about to go in. We're gonna move this socket over slightly. I've got a light in the next room which I'll show you to go up there along with a mirror. And as you can see, all of this down at the bottom hasn't been skimmed or painted or worked on, and that is simply because we are going to be putting paneling all the way around this room. So instead of us doing all of this, we're going to panel up to here where the sink's going to go and the toilet, and then we'll have just a little ledge here for the mirror. All of the green's gone here. I really worked on cleaning that one. If you remember what the gloss was like in here, it was absolutely terrible. On that unit too, that was all green. And again on this side, so all of this is going to be covered and hidden with paneling. I can't wait for that. Again in here, the flooring is gone, but we need to get the new flooring down. And we just need to get light fixtures up and bits like that. But it won't be too long now until this one hopefully is kind of getting there. We need these are all terrible, but new fixtures in here. Generally, I think this room has changed a huge amount in a month. Also this month we picked up the toilet and the shower. We didn't have the shower, so they were another two things. Again, both off of Gumtree. The shower is beautiful. We've got the shower screen in there. It's like it's absolutely huge actually, but it's got a curve which comes out here and then just like a glass screen here. So hopefully that looks good. I mean, to be honest, for the price, I think it's pretty amazing. Again, in this room we still need to change the light fitting and pretty much just paint it, but it is ready to go. It's sanded. And then in the back room, again, it's just a bit of a dumping room, but this one is looking so much better than it was. It is now all perfectly painted white. Still need to change that terrible light. Still need to put in the flooring. That's not done, but just little jobs like this skirting board has gone in. They didn't have any skirting board on the sides there. All of the windows, although you may not notice, not in the actual windows, but the sides were covered in terrible paint. They have been cleaned and just little bits like that. So this room, apart from the fact that it's been used pretty much just as a dumping room, is ready to go. This is the light that we've got for the bathroom. Originally I picked out some lights that didn't have the pull cord on them, and Ollie was just like, nah, let's put in a light that has the pull cord because it'll make it so much easier. So we just went for a simple one, and I'm finding a mirror. I did order that one, but it's far too small. That goes to the same side. Yes, we've been living off of Pom Bears and dairy milk chocolate. And that is pretty much month 2. It has gone by so quickly. I can't believe how much has happened. I hope that you can see a change. Any questions about the house or what we're doing, let me know below. Oh, I'm actually going to be doing a Q&A video within the next few weeks, so I'd love to know any questions that you have. They can be house related, personal, fashion, absolutely anything. But I said that I'd do a get to know me one probably about 6 months ago, and I never did it. So ask any questions that you have below. Hopefully month 3 will be a really good month where I'm not gonna, I kind of don't want to say, but I would like to finish off some of the rooms. So
fingers crossed that might start happening. And please do make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you are new, because I would love to see you all back here again. Bye.